Morning, everyone. Day number 11 has begun. Gonna go get out of this tent and down there and do my usual camp chores, and it's coffee time. It looks like I'm gonna test out this tent coming Sunday. It's supposed to rain all day long, and I think 2 or 3 days in a row it's supposed to be pretty rainy. We'll see how it goes. Do have rain gear, so I ain't gotta worry about that. I'm gonna put a few extra tie downs on the chill gorilla tarp that's over top of the table, and try to get anything I don't want to get wet, up underneath that table. At least protect it a little bit. And I guess that'll be all for now. And I will check back in after a while. Hope everyone's having a good morning. Bye. All right, what's happening, everyone? Sitting around here relaxing in the shade, right in front of a large screen TV there. Y'all saw a huge possum last night cruising through camp. He was all walking all around and checking everything out, and he went up one of these trees here, right by the TV room, and that was the last I saw of him. On some little mouse, we're just going to call him Jerry. Get into my bag of buns, eat almost a whole bun, and then got into one of my loaves of bread and eat like, I don't know, 2.5 pieces of bread or something. And I caught him flying across the table. I heard some noise over there. I was sitting out here, looking at the TV, and I heard some little tinkling around noise type stuff, like some metal, and go over there with my red light, and turn it on, shine on the table, and here's Jerry. He's flying all around, crawling all over top of stuff, and it's like, hey, come on, man, get off all my stuff, dude. Well, what can you do about it, So anyhow, I just discovered the bread. So I've got more bread. I don't know what to do. I'm reckoning I'm going to have to tie it up in the air like I had to do with the paper towels, because something was tearing them up. I almost want to think it was Jerry. But anyhow, I'm going to sit right here and enjoy this coffee for a while, and I'm going to go down there and get them bluegills. Looked like to me there's only 3 in the basket. I thought there was 4, but I'll take 3. I'm going to bring them up here and fillet them up. I don't know whether I'll be doing like I planned, putting them in the pan and just sliding them around with the non-stick, because I can't find the non-stick. So later tonight when I cook dinner, maybe I'll just I'm gonna poach them up, put them in a little pan, some water there on the camp stove, and some good spices on there. Oh, they'll still be tasty even if they ain't fried. I guess that's about it. I was probably thinking, hey, go on, man, this Rob, all these videos, what can I do? It's what I'm doing, Got to talk to someone down here. That's you guys. Oh, shoot. As Rob delves into madness and stuff, it's all right. All right, anyhow, enough rambling. I'm going to have this coffee, and then we'll go down there and get the bluegills and make a little filleting video. That should be pretty cool. Later on, too, before I forget, we're going to take a little walk through the woods. I'll get a little bit of footage, and the whole way there, and show you guys to the new little cove. I'm going to fish later this evening for some fishing. A lot of these videos you may not get right away, because if they're on the GoPro, then I got to, fool with all that jazz and get transferred to the phone. And yeah, anyways, all right, done talking. I'll catch y'all after a while. Hope everyone's having a good day. Try it. Oh, shoot. See ya. All right, everyone, what's going on? Day 11 on the island. Discovered I do have 4 bluegills in the basket. I'm gonna get them cleaned up. Would already had this video done a little while ago, but old Rob, he's moving a rock to try to get this chair balanced out to clean some bluegills. And what's he do? Slings the big rock right on his ankle, sliced him open. It's all right though, you know what I mean? We'll rub a little bit of dirt on it after a while. Yeah, just kidding. I actually went up there and washed it with some soap and water and all that. Oh, it ain't no run to no hospital type thing, that's for sure. You know. All right, I'm gonna go down here and get the bluegills. They're sitting right over here next to me on the ground. I'm gonna bring them up here and show them to y'all, and I'm gonna get them like filleted up. Done with it. That's right. All right, hang on a second. All right, and this is not my ideal fish filleting situation. I will tell you that much, but this is the guy I caught last night. He is a nice gill, thick. We'll have a couple good fillets on him. And then these other ones, they're just all right. They're just average little gills. Got him. We'll lay him there. And got him. He's a little bit better. Yeah, I definitely eat him. And then the littlest guy of them all is this little dude here. But you know what? Believe it or not, there's a couple nice little fillets on that guy. Anyhow, ain't no more touching this phone till I get these fish done and get my hands washed. No, don't want to be smelling that all night, you know. All right, anyhow, if anybody don't particularly care to watch, you know, some guy out on an island clean some fish, well, you know what I always say, feel free to stop the video. It's all cool. You can't pay old Rob no mind most of the time anyways. All right, I don't know whether y'all can see this very well or not. I don't know how my cousin Bernie actually like fillets bluegills. He may do it totally different than me. I don't know. I'll just go by what Dad taught me. But a little black dot on the back of the ear right here, or back of the fin, I call it the ear. But just make a slice from that little dot all the way up to the backbone. Flip him over, do the same thing on the other side. That little dot all the way up to the backbone. I like to wipe my knife off. You just got to pick him up, stick your knife right underneath the skin there, and kind of pop it all the way down, just with your tip of your knife all the way down to that main fin there. You know, one of these days I might get my cousin Bernie to show me how it is. Oh, you know what? I forgot the pliers. Well, I guess this is going to be a two-part video. I'm going to have to touch the phone after all. Well, I don't like it. Wow, forget the pliers. Okay. Oh, I guess I could just stop it. I hate to. Oh, it looks like there might be a way I can pause this. I'm going to try that. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. Went up there at camp, realized I did not forget the pliers. They come in my fly kit. Sitting right next to me. Anyhow, back to the bluegill filleting. If you get him all, you know, cut down the back all the way there to the tail, just get a hold of the skin there with your pliers. And then I like to grab him with my fish rags. I get a good grip on him. And then just put your thumb right here on the little tip of the fillet. That way you don't pull off any meat. Grab him and peel him back. Pull your skin down. Actually, I should have sliced him on both sides. I could have just done the whole thing at one time instead of having to stop. But that's what happens when you're talking and trying to pay attention to what you're doing. That's all right. Don't take but a minute for the other side. My cousin Bernie, he probably done had 3 bluegills skinned out by now. Maybe more, I don't know. Like I was saying the other night on that video, boy, oh boy, it's good. He can
He can skin out some fish now, I'll tell you. Me, I just take my time. No hurry whatsoever at all. All right, he is done. Right here on the center of this fish, you got a lateral line. If you run your fingers up there, you can feel them bones sticking up in the center. What I always do, run my finger over top of there to where they stop at. Use my finger as a guide. And then take him all the way back. You guys probably ain't gonna be able to see this very good. I might be wasting my time for all this, but figured I'd give it a shot anyways. And then you start up here at the top, lay your knife right next to the spine, kind of slice him forward there, get that little corner going. I'll lift it up a little bit with my knife, and then I just work my knife down the spine of the bluegill. Kind of turn him a little bit. I realize I'm blocking your guys' view with my fingers, but I don't really see any other way around that. And then just run your knife right on down the bluegill. Till you get to the end. Then you just slice him off there and you got a nice little bluegill fillet. That's on the smallest bluegill in there. Now I got my camp pot over here filled up with some fresh water. Ain't got no ice in there, but that's all right. When it gets done, I'm just gonna set it right in the cooler. Just throw that fillet right in the water. Now we're gonna flip him over. And we're gonna do the other side. And insert our knife right up here by the end of the fillet. Might be able to see this one a little bit better. Let me kind of move him over here. I don't know, I can't really tell. Anyhow, and then you just work your knife down the spine. Nice and easy. Lift him up. Sometimes you got to go back right here and give him a little extra cut up here by the head. Be sure that fillet is running down the way it's supposed to. Hey, I just went out of order too. I realized that. I went out of order, but that's all right. Lay my finger over the lateral bone. Right there, just like that. All right, now I can finish off the job since I started it in reverse a few minutes ago. All the way down to the tail. Take your knife, slice him off. Another nice little fillet. In the pan he goes. Take your bluegill carcass. I'm going to throw him right up here on the bank, along with the other three. And I bet you tonight a raccoon or some animal will come down here. And these fish will be all cleaned up. There won't be no meat left on the bones at all. But for now, I'm just going to lay him right there. All right, now bluegill number 2. So we got to keep an eye on this video. Gets too long, takes forever to load onto the book face. That's right. All right, again, right here, see the little bluegill and you see his little black ear? Make your first slice from there all the way up to the spine. And you flip him over, do the same thing. And we're going to do that right now. Just like that there, flip him over. Same thing on the opposite side. The closer you get to that fin, the more of a fillet you'll get as well. Pick him up, stick your knife under the skin there. We'll try to, I don't know what this is going to look like on video, but it's all right. Makes it a little bit harder when I'm trying to shoot it on video, but that's okay. You know what? I ain't got really nothing a whole much else to do out here on the island, no ways. Get all the way down to the tail, move over on the other side. Maybe wipe your knife off a little bit if you feel like you want to, but then slice it all the way down the spine. Now you got both sides done. Pick up your pliers. Move that skin back a little bit and see that little corner of fillet right there. Put your thumb right on that. That way you don't lose any of that as you peel the fish skin back. Hold on to him tight and peel him a little bit there. Next thing, flip him over. Other side. Grab that skin. Now he's a little bit slippery. I might have to use my fish rag. I don't want to lose none of that fillet. And peel him back. And my daughter, Kara, she's usually, well, she used to be one half of the filleting team. You know what I mean? She'd do the skinning and old dad would do the fillet. Yes, sir. Missed the days when she was little. That's all right. They all got to grow up sometime. All right. We are going to lay our hand over the lateral line right there. Ain't going to do it backwards this time. And use your finger as a guide. All the way back. Just like that there, see? Just I hope you can see. And then we're going to go under that fillet. All the way to the head. Just run it right along the spine. That gets you started on your fillet. And then just run your knife down the spine. Nice and easy. Nothing to it. Says the guy that's been cleaning bluegills for 40 years. Or for however long since Dad taught me to clean bluegills. Ooh, look at there. Nice little fillet. In the pan he goes. Now I'm going to flip him over and do the other side. Once again, right here in the center is where that lateral line is. Right along there. And if you rub your fingers along it, you can feel where the bones start. And you just lay your finger along that, over top of those bones. You'll see, about like that, and then use it as a guide for the top of your fillet up through here. Anyhow, enough jabbering. Let's get this bluegill finished up here, so we can get on to the next one. Right. All right. Take your knife, put it in by the beginning of the fillet, run it up the spine all the way to the head. That way you can lift up the fillet, and then you just run your knife down the spine, just like all the other times. I like to kind of turn him a little bit so I can get the proper go with the fillet. You know, I got one bluegill over here flopping around still. Funny how they do that, because he's nowhere near alive. Gills are kind of moving a little bit and everything. Ooh, look at that, another little fillet. In the pan he goes. Is that it for that bluegill? Yes, that is it. Filleted out, right nice. I think some guys, I don't even know how my cousin does it, but I think some guys, they might cut all the way through down to the bottom, go all the way to the tail, and then lay your fillet out and just cut that lateral line right out of there. I'm not sure. That's not how I was taught to do it, but if I see someone do it, you know, Bernie, for instance, you know, I might give it a try, as long as I can be sure there ain't no bones in there. That's my thing. Anyhow, enough talking. Ooh, the second biggest bluegill right here. He's a nice one. All right, how many minutes we up to here? I'm having trouble telling. 14 minutes. All right, might have to do this in 2 parts after all. I just really hate to go over about 20 minutes because, like I say, it takes forever to load onto the book face. And the rag at the scales on my knife stop it from cutting through my fish. So you can't really have that now, can you? No. Man, you can't pay a whole lot of attention to me. I keep telling people that. I'm just out here doing what I can, you know. Right down there, just like that, see? Oh, I don't know what I said or not. This sure is hot down here today. It is roasting. Roasting right good, too, I tell you. All right, there's that. I'm going to wipe my knife off here. Hands a little bit. And I'm going to use the fishing rag to hold on to this guy this time for peeling. It's a lot less slippery when you have something to grip onto him good with. And it's a lot better if you ain't got 300 bluegills to clean too. Then your rag gets all slimy and you have to go get it wet and you know, all that jazz. So all right, one more glue bill, all skinned up. He's gonna have some nice fillets on him too. Look at there. Ooh, look at that. All right, fingers over the lateral line. They start right there. You go all the way down. Just use your finger as a guide, and then straight to the tail. Once you get past the tip of where those lateral bones are at. All the way down real good like. Flip him over. Knife in right along the spine. Cut it to the head. Then I turn him back sideways. And just fillet him out. Ooh, I can see right now this is a nice fillet. Look at there. Oh, dropped my fish right on the rock. It's all right, in the pan he goes. All right, much I hate to touch that phone, I'm gonna stop this. And we'll make part 2 for the last fillet on this bluegill, and we'll fillet up that last nice, and that'll be that. Well, nothing but left but the cooking later tonight. All right, be back in just a minute. All right, y'all, back for part 2. All right, we're gonna finish up this here bluegill. Flip him over. Be sure he's got a good cut up here by the head. Stick your knife. Wish you guys could see this real good. You stick it right in here underneath the fillet. Cut it all the way to the head where you made that slice at. And then once again, just run it down the spine all the way to the end. Oh, hey, I forgot to cut along the lateral line there. Did y'all catch that? I didn't. Cut around my finger here. Straight to the tail. Straight to the tail. Now I'm going to have to go back in and finish up this, what I started out of order there. I wonder, well, why ain't he releasing right good off of there, this fillet? And that was why. So Rob didn't do the initial cut the proper way. All right. Ooh, look at that. I gotta do it. It's a thing now. You know, in the pan he goes. There he is. Woohoo! A couple nice fillets off that gill. And last but not least, booyah! He's going to have some nice fillets on him. On the board he goes. Wipe my hands off and we'll see how bad they smell. See if I can possibly have a little vape here real quick. Man, not too bad. I can always clean off my case that's holding my vape. Try to hold it as, just touch it with my fingers. Brought my water bottle down here. I was gonna, of course, drink me some water while I'm at this here game, and nope, not till I wash my hands. I don't want to touch my water bottle. Then I'll just wind up having to clean it too. All right, the last. Ooh, it's gonna be some good fillets on this guy. Good fillets. Right behind that ear. Get the scales off there. Got him all the way to the spine. Flip him over. Same thing, right behind that ear, right behind that big ear. It's basically cut all the way to the spine at an angle. The better angle, the more fillet you get. Anyhow, we're going to do that now. Lift up that little ear, put my knife right underneath it. Cut it down to the spine. And I'm going to hold this guy, he's a little big with this, for skinning down the spine here. Get kind of slippery after a while. Now, if I was just laying this down on the table, sometimes you can just zip right down the side there, all the way to the tail. But if not, you just take your knife, stick it in underneath the skin and pop it a little bit. It'll get going. All right, other side, same way. I was talking a little bit earlier about my daughter, one of my daughters, Kara. She can flay out a bluegill right fine as well. It's something I do take a little bit of joy in there. I did teach her well on how to fillet fish, panfish that is. We didn't much get into all the catfish and all that, but as long as you can, as long as you can fillet panfish, them's the ones right there when you know how to fillet. You gotta go around usually and sit around all day and wait on a bite, You can go out and provide yourself some food fairly quick. And even if you don't have, live night crawlers or stuff like that, you can find things to use for bluegills that, you can catch you some fish. Provide some food for yourself, All right, see how you start pulling it there. You get that corner exposed of that fillet. Like I was saying earlier, you just put your thumb right on that little corner of that fillet. That way when you peel the skin back, you don't lose any of that meat. See? Like that. All the way to the tail. Make sure you get that skin off there, because that's going to be where, you got some more good fillet on there. Of course, you don't want to leave that behind. The big old bull bluegill here, he's a little bit uncooperative there. All right, woohoo, doggy, heck yeah. So I thought there was a weird little spot on my bluegill there, but it was just a scale. So yeah, that's all right. All right, there he is, all skinned out. All right. Now I'm gonna lay my finger over the lateral line, find out where exactly it stops at so I don't lose no end of my fillet there. Get as much meat off my bluegill as I can that way, and still be guaranteed boneless. Straight down, cut around, and all the way to the tail. Ooh, it's gonna be a good fillets on here. Well, Rob's bluegill sandwich tonight's going to be fat. Yes, it is. And take your knife, slide it in straight along the spine, cut all the way up to the head, then lift up the corner of your bluegill fillet just like that. Take your knife, insert there, and just start running along that spine. A few people's probably like, oh man, Rob's going to explain the entire process of every fish. Yes, I am. But not, you know, every time I clean fish for this trip either. Clean some more fish, I might bring you along to the cleaning part, but I ain't gonna sit there and, you know, explain all the filleting all over again. And just slice him off. Ooh, look at that. Big old bluegill fillet. Look at there. Big as old Rob's hand, just about. In the pan he goes. One more fillet left. And that's all she wrote. I'm going to stop this, get all cleaned up, and then we'll get ready to go bluegill fishing. That's right. I'm all out now. All right, flip him over, last fillet. See there, you run your finger right along that line. That's your guide. Find out where it starts at, where it stops at, and just use your finger as that guide all the way back. And then once you get to the tip of your finger, you know that's where that lateral line of bones stopped at. And you just run it all the way down. And in like Flint, as they say, or used to say anyways. All right, take your knife, insert him underneath the front of that fillet, lift up the corner, and slice him down. Turn him a little bit so you can get a good angle on that fillet. Sometimes they don't like to release over there by that lateral line quite as easy as other times. We'll give it a little extra cut right there. All right, now continue my fillet. Oh man, this is a good fillet. Just about done, just about done. Took that one all the way to the end. And there it is. 4 gills filleted. Ooh, look at that. Oh, yeah, in the pan it goes. And throw him in the pile. That's about it. And hope you all, you know, enjoyed the filleting time with Rob. Anyhow, that is done. And I will catch you all after a while. Everybody have a good one.